This podcast is a Radio Mike original production. Head to radiomike.com.au to find out more. Before we start today's show, just a reminder you can catch highlights and the funniest moments from the show on the HPATB Pod Instagram and TikTok accounts. Plus, follow me, radio.mike on Instagram to see all of my stuff. Stay tuned there for upcoming announcements about our live show. As well as that, you can check out some other shows from Radio Mike Productions, including our flagship show, 20th Century Boy, the conversations you wish you were having about the stuff that no one else cares about. Now, Accio Podcast, and let's get into the next chapter of Harry Potter and the Team Wizard Tournament. 50 years after the final Harry Potter book, Harry Potter is now headmaster of Hogwarts, ready to usher in a brand new generation of witches and wizards. My name's Radio Mike, and I love Harry Potter. In fact, I love Harry Potter so much that when I was a kid, I wrote a series of 7 Harry Potter fan fiction novels. This is book 2 in that series. Welcome to Harry Potter and the Team Wizard Tournament. Hello, amores, everyone. Welcome to Harry Potter and the Boys, a fan fiction podcast by me, Radio Mike. Good to have you back, Sammy.
Sammy's back in the house.
Woohoo, sister.
Said I wouldn't come back until we got 1 million views.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, you did say that.
And then we had got it.
Yeah.
Or we hadn't got it, then we had.
Yeah.
And I took a week off anyway.
And now we're on 1.3 milli.
Wow.
And we've got a second milli but you weren't in that. That was a Jack video.
Which is it's rare that there's a TikTok video with over 1 million views that I'm not in. I'll say that. But Mike, great to be back.
Didn't read the chapter, you told me.
I have not listened to the previous chapter, so I am sorry. Heard it was great. Jack,
it's like when you're not on the pod, are you just like, oh, thank God, I just get to pretend I never do this. I'm not going to listen to it. I fucking hate this show.
I want to listen to it. What's his name? Jack
Post?
Jack Post.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Jack Owl Post. He, young up-and-comer. It's good to give him a go on a podcast like this, isn't it?
I feel like you kind of shot yourself in the foot because you were like... You were so good on this podcast and the listeners loved you so much that they just wanted you to be on every week. And now
I just am.
And now you're just like ashamed, but you're like, I just have to do this.
No, love it.
You're like Malfoy. I have to do this. I have to kill you.
Yeah, and my father is making me do this. He really is.
That is crazy.
My dad's like, please, you have to do this podcast.
I will give you a briefing on what hapappened last week.
Yeah, I will need it. Yeah, I'll need it. I'll need an update, but yeah, hope you guys missed me.
Yeah, they did. Well, hang on. Before the show, we talked about what we were going to talk about. I've forgotten. Do you remember? You
said we're going to do a bit of chit-chat because people are loving this. Look at this electric chit-chat we've got going already. It's no wonder people are loving it. We did so. You said we were going to talk about the Dursleys.
Okay. So I've got something on the Dursleys. But I will just say for the Chit Chat fans, when I was going for a walk before Sam got here, and I live near a park, and as I was walking, I saw Sam running through the park trying to stealth me, and then when I saw him, he started like pretending to shoot me, and he was like pew 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 pew, and then I started to shoot him.
Yeah, it was really. I thought it was fun. I'm sure because I saw you told me you were going for a walk and I just saw you from a distance.
Yeah.
And I just thought, wouldn't it be? I wonder if Mike was being hunted down by someone right now, would he be able to defend himself or even notice? The answer is no, because I got so close to him before he sprinting through a park, which is you probably shouldn't do that as an older man running through a children's playground.
Possibly not, but you know,
whatever.
This is the fun that happens behind the scenes of this show. Yeah. I will also announce next week. We will reveal all about the live show, the Harry Potter and the Boys live show. Sam will be there. That is coming in 2023, and we're really excited about it.
I'll be there.
Oh, you're not being there?
No, I will be there. We discussed it. Okay, I'll be there, guys. Hopefully, if you guys are there. If I look out the curtain and there's not enough people, I'm actually not going to come out. When Mike says, and Sammy's here, if there's not,
two people in
if
the
there
audience.
actually isn't enough people, I'm not coming out from behind the curtain. So please, whenever these tickets come out, you just get on them, and then I'll come.
I think I said in the last episode with you that I'd send us a thumbs up if you're interested in coming to the live show. And someone sent me a thumbs up and I was like, what's this for? And they were like, mate, you told us if we were interested to send a thumbs up. Now, based on your memory of the things you say, I don't even think the show is going to go ahead. Well, it is going ahead.
Well, it is going ahead. I had a message from someone as well saying, can't wait for the live show.
Who was it?
And they live interstate.
Who was it?
A keen listener called Will.
Oh, interesting. All right. Well, that's going to be fun. We'll see him there. Now, my thing about the Dursleys.
Yeah.
I've been rereading the books and I'm up to Prisoner of Azkaban where Aunt Marge comes to stay.
Yeah.
And, like, there's all that. Now, and she's so mean to Harry. And the Dursleys are just so abusive to Harry. Like, it's almost unbelievable how mean they are.
Oh, yeah. Like, imagine, like, you've got to adopt your sister's child as they've passed away. And instead of, like, raising them as your own, you lock them in a cupboard.
Yeah, treat them like shit. And what I think is really an interesting thought experiment is, at what point do you think the abuse started? Because you got to imagine he's dropped off on the doorstep as a baby. They would have had to change his nappies. They would have had to like do all those kind of things, comfort him when he's crying, you imagine. So at what point did they decide now we're just going to be abusive? Or did they just leave him to sit in his own filth?
Probably not. I feel like they were probably like, oh, look, we've got two babies. We'll change both the nappies at the same time.
Yeah.
Being Dudley, the other one. And then maybe at some point they just thought, let's just do a bit of survival of the fittest, see which one starts beating up the other one.
And we'll choose that as our favourite.
One starts eating the other's food. So then Harry becomes the runt and they're like, all right, you're in the basement.
Nature has done its job.
I always think about the Dursleys, or like the fact that people at Harry's school, Dumbledore, his friends, all like, oh man, you live under the stairs in a cupboard? Yeah, like it's horrible. Oh yeah. Oh, anyway, well, see you next year.
Yeah, it's like
man.
It's another one of Dumbledore's sadistic games. It's like, Harry, I'm so glad you love it here at Hogwarts. I'm so glad you're having fun.
Yeah,
head on back to your uncle and auntie's over summer. Enjoy that. No, they abuse me every day. Can I just stay here? I've got a trip to Spain.
Anyway, got a train to catch me. You better get to the train now.
Hey, we'll catch up next year, mate. See you in the Great Hall.
It's not that bad.
Next minute, like Dumbledore's like sunbathing in Hawaii, like sipping a pina colada, and Harry's just at the Dursleys.
I don't want to picture Dumbledore sunbathing, but Hermione. Hermione's a very nice girl with a social conscience.
Great personality. I thought you were going that way.
But like, what? She isn't like, hey, look, I'll talk to my parents who are also apparently lovely.
Yeah. Just come and stay at ours.
Come and stay at ours.
Yeah. And then Dumbledore's like, nah, because the charm, the protection charm over the house, he's got to stay there. Dumbledore, please, I am suffering there. Nah, just stay there, man. Suck it up, princess.
You'll be right.
Anyway. So just thought that was... Send in your thoughts on that, by the way.
Yeah, Dursley suck.
Last week on the show, me and Jack did some Harry Potter time wasters where we did Harry Potter themed songs and bands.
Yeah, love that. That's the thing. I haven't listened, but I've seen some behind-the-scenes footage.
Yes, and you wanted to have a go at this, so we're going to launch into it again. I've done a few bands and songs, and Sam...
And so have I, and they're so bad.
Now, I've got 7. You said you've got about 25.
Nah, yeah, but I'll only read the bottom few.
And can you guys please send in your own? We're really keen to make this a regular thing because we have so much fun doing it.
And look, I hope there's no repeats because as I said, I didn't actually listen to the full one last week. But if there is... Suck it up.
All right, so these are Harry Potter-themed songs and bands and artists. Sam, do you want to do yours? Do you want me to do mine because I've got less?
Oh, I thought we were going to take turns.
Nah, you do it all in one go. That's how Jack does it. We could do it in turns. What do you guys reckon? What do you want to do?
Well, let's keep it consistent for the podcast.
Okay.
All right, you do all yours.
I'll do mine first. All right, here we go. Harry Potter-themed songs, bands, and artists. This is lazy, but you've heard of the that old rock band, The Doors?
Yeah.
How about the Gryffindors?
I actually thought of that. Didn't bother writing it down.
All right. We all love classic R&B group, the Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah, well, of course.
What about the Black Eyed Peeves?
Oh!
The Poltergeist.
Yes. That's really good.
Hey, do you remember that show. There was a show with the theme song that goes, "That's So Raven."
Yeah.
How about "That's So Ravenclaw"?
Really good. I mean, I'll say that's more of a television show
Yeah,
rather
but the
than a song or
song's
band. That's So Ravenclaw.
Got
really
another
good.
song title here for you. How about "Serious Black Fingernails Red Wine"?
Not my favourite.
Oh, okay. Well, you're going to hate this one. You've heard of child star and singer Hilary Duff.
Yeah.
What about Huffly Puff? Bit of Huffly Puff.
That's better than I thought it'd be.
Classic Rick Astley song. And Neville Longbottom's Toad, "Trevor Gonna Give You Up."
Okay. Yeah.
And my last one for all our classic Aussie rock music fans. You've heard of Midnight Oil. What about a bit of Midnight Goyle? Kind of sounds like you're going home for a one-night stand with Goyle.
I love that if that's Goyle's pickup line. How about you come home for a bit of Midnight Goyle? You know what
Aren't
I mean?
you a pure blood supremacist? Nah, babe.
No, mate. Come on.
All right,
don't want it.
Sam, you give us a few of yours. Let's see what Sam's got.
Harry Potter songs and bands. All right. I'll start with a warm up on which was a song, an Aussie classic, "Waltzing Bathilda." Bag shot.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
For international listeners, there's a classic Australian song called "Waltzing Matilda."
Yeah. Okay. You've had someone for this name as well, but Sirius Black Sabbath.
Oh, I like that. That's clever.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's no Huffly Puff.
And this is another one. This one's more clever than funny, but the Penelope Clearwater revival.
I love it because she's such a random character.
Percy's
Is she?
girlfriend.
Oh, she's Percy's
I'm pretty
girlfriend.
sure.
Yeah, she is. She makes out with Percy. That's good.
I really like this one. Selena Gomez.
Cho-related ones always.
I'm actually
good.
going to say, if it's Cho related, it's going to be a winner. What else I got? Okay, this one's a real stretch, but with hits such as "Gimme, Gimme, Gimme a Goat After Midnight,"
Yeah.
it's ABBA fourth.
I was wondering where you were going with that.
because he was into goats.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got heaps more.
They had a song called Money Money. I wonder if his version is Galleons.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I was trying anyway. Okay. Oh god, I've got so many more. Simon and Garfunkel Vernon.
Wait, what? Oh, Uncle Vernon. I reckon you should have delivered that with more confidence. Say it again.
Simon and Garfunkel Vernon.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. It was funnier that time. And that'll make a much better cut for the clip.
Absolutely. Okay, I've got more. Oh, you've already used this band, but I'm gonna Fall Out Boy Who Lived.
Oh, that's clever. Not funny, but clever.
Okay, I've got more. I'm sure I do. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, Radiohead Wig.
Oh, that's good.
It's clever, not funny.
No. It's funny. It's funny, but it's more clever.
Rubius to Soul.
Oh, as in Rufus to Soul?
Yeah.
Nah, not your best.
Okay. Okay, what? Earth, Wind and Forens.
Yeah, because I love a Firenze reference, as we know.
You know. Okay, I think I'll leave. Oh no, I have got two more.
Do one more. However many.
Red Hot Patilli Peppers.
As in Pavati Patil?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Nearly Headless Nick Jonas.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. Okay, well.
Oh, I could have Nearly Dickless Ned Sheeran.
Yeah, that's pretty good as well. No, those were great.
They started better and
No,
worse.
but I feel like that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. It's just getting them out there.
Okay, I'll do some more.
He's got way more. Send in your own. I think
send in your own. Actually, that's a great. That's a great idea.
We should probably start the fanfic because we're now 15 minutes into the pod, and to that guy who reviewed the pod in the first year and got angry at us for all the chit chat.
Yeah.
I hope you're still listening, man. So I forgot to mention. So in the previous chapter, You know how there was that joke last time you were on about the oven at Privet Drive that exploded?
Yeah.
So in the next chapter, Harry goes back to Privet Drive.
Oh.
Dudley lives there with Harry in the summer holidays. And they're friends now. And I think it even said they even kissed one summer holidays.
Okay, I don't want to know that.
And Uncle Vernon is a ghost.
I've got to
that
listen
haunts
to this
them.
thing.
And it was the first appearance of any of the Dursleys, no Aunt Petunia, but Uncle Vernon, Dudley told Uncle Vernon to apologize to Harry for all of the things they did in childhood to him and told them to shake hands. So Harry goes to shake hands with Uncle Vernon, but because he's a ghost, they can't shake hands. And it was quite a profound moment when the narrator was like, maybe if Harry could finally shake hands and make peace with Uncle Vernon, he would be healed. But they could never shake hands. And then Dudley actually says, is there any magic that can make a ghost solid, even just for a minute? And Harry says, that's some very powerful magic that I don't think exists. So...
And I wonder if the person who will actually use that spell is not Vernon, but it'll be Nearly Dickless Ned so he can finally get that gobby.
And we pick up the action. We're finally back at Hogwarts,
Okay,
I
here we
believe.
go.
And Sam,
Well,
as always, we start by reading the title that the listeners already know of the chapter. Sam's just read it.
And I just read it, so I feel like I've predicted something really well. Chapter 33, Ned's Reward.
Ooh. Which does sound like, because there's a gambling app here in Melbourne called Ned's Betting, and it kind of sounds like you're being paid out. It's Ned's Reward.
Ned's Rewards.
But no, of course, it's Nearly Dickless Ned.
We assume. Okay.
Could be a different Ned.
Let's get into it.
All right, let's do it.
After returning from Privet Drive, Harry Potter went about his daily duties, completely avoiding the boys whenever he saw them coming around the corridor, or when they knocked on the door to his office. Because there's still people down in...
That's the thing. In the previous chapter as well, the boys... Harry was like, hey, guys, I got to go to Privet Drive. And the boys like, Harry, we need your help to save Lachy and Shampoo Jones. And Harry's like, I don't know, like... Just ignore the timeline of the book. I think I'm just going to do a few... He actually said, I'm just going to do a few funny chapters and then we'll go back to the book.
Oh my God.
Just when we do get... He said, when we do get to the bit where we save Lachy and Shampoo, just imagine it's only been like one day.
Oh, fuck. Okay. So the writer... The young Mike has gone, this book's getting a bit too heavy. I'm gonna... All right.
Lighten it up, but I think I've done things in the wrong order.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay. You couldn't just move a few chapters. Okay, don't worry. You could have put that other chapter later. All right.
That's what Harry said.
Eventually, the boys have had enough and stood outside his office and said, okay, Harry, we're going to have this adventure without you. Harry immediately opened the door, put on sunglasses and said, let's roll.
So the idea of Harry missing out on an adventure, he's like, let's roll. Let's rock and roll.
It's like he was... Maybe he was testing them out and saying...
Oh, sorry. The microphone's getting a bit wonky.
Here we go. That should be all right.
That's all right? All right, sorry. We won't cut that out.
No, we won't. But it's almost like he was testing them, waiting until they were ready to do it on their own.
Yes,
Yeah.
Possibly.
As it so often happened in this poorly written book with very little actual plot, the boys moved to another room in which Nearly Dickless Ned was sitting on a chair, leaning down, almost as though he was trying to suck his own penis.
And the ongoing joke of the book is that all Nearly Dickless Ned wants is a blowy.
Yeah.
As the author so delicately puts.
So, okay, it seems like I was onto something here. I have none of my predictions to do with the actual plot have come true, but it seems like I was onto something with Ned and his blowy.
I did think that the reference to a ghost becoming solid was a very interesting tidbit in the previous chapter, but let's see.
All right. Nick, said Rob, are you trying to suck your own penis? It's impossible, said Harry. I've tried. You can't do it, Ned. You simply can't. I even did a 12-week yoga course to improve my flexibility, but I can only tickle the tip with my tongue. Oh, shit.
We didn't want to know that, Harry.
Okay.
So Harry's like doing yoga. It's like, oh, you're doing yoga now, Harry? Yeah, I just want to try and suck my own dick. How's it going? I can only fucking lick the tip with my tongue.
Gosh. Yeah, imagine like going to the yoga class and go, so what are your goals for this class? Well, funny you ask.
walking into Harry's office and he's just like, oh, hey boys, I'm just, just debating. Trying a new form of debating.
Actually, this is a Dimmy.
Oh, it's a Dimmy line. Okay, but it's Dimmy, I think, gets cut off.
Yeah.
So you'll have to...
Yeah.
So I can only tickle the tip with my tongue. My dad actually...
Dimmy began, but he was cut off by Ned.
And can I just say, what I think is really funny is that what we can only assume Dimmy is about to say is that his dad can
actually suck his own dick. My dad can actually... Okay.
My dad can suck his own dick.
Shut the fuck, said Ned. No more. No more, Dimmy. No more.
So Ned is just as frustrated with Dimmy
as I am.
Yeah. Harry Potter and the boys will be right back. Excuse this interruption, teachers and students. Just a reminder that we'd love for you to check out our flagship podcast here at Radio Mike Productions, 20th Century Boy. It's the conversations you wish you were having about the stuff that nobody else cares about. This week on the show, I make some bold claims about Kanye West, plus we talk all about his current controversy. I talk all about Matthew Perry from Friends' new book, Friends, Lovers and the Big Terrible Thing, and his journey with addiction. Plus, I asked one of the biggest questions I've ever asked on the show. Why the hell did we have to see Bart Simpson's penis in the Simpsons movie? Seriously, think about that moment for 1 second. It was really weird, and I unpack it in this week's episode. While you're in Spotify, can you take a moment right now to rate this podcast 5 stars? It really goes a long way to helping us grow the podcast. Plus, if you're on Apple Podcasts, I would love for you to leave a written review. And send an owl into the show anytime, radiomikepod@gmail.com, or just shoot me a DM on Instagram, radio.mike. That really helps us build the Owl Post bonus episodes every couple of weeks. If you've never sent an owl before, it's time to get Hedwig out of his cage and send one. I would really love to hear from all of you. Please. Anyway, that's it from me. Let's get back to the podcast.
Nearly Dickless Ned. We need to get into the Chamber of Secrets. Mr. Charger has kidnapped our friends and we're worried about what he might do to them, said Michael. You think I don't know what those boys are capable of, you see? I forgot if he does that. Clownish chopped off my dick, you see? And you think Charger wasn't around in those days, you see? And Mailman and Slobodomina, whatever his surname was. Those 4 were the bane of my existence back in my day at Hogwarts, and the reason I'm dead. But because this book is so poorly written and full of gaping plot holes, they've never suffered any justice back then, said Ned.
So we did know that they all went to school together.
Yeah, we did know that, yeah.
I feel like this is going to be the Marauders sort of... The you know how in Harry Potter, like, there's all that stuff from the past that you gradually find out?
I remember that, yeah.
I feel like that's this.
I remember those books.
They were good.
So they were all friends at Hogwarts? And they bullied you and chopped your dick off to try and bring Voldemort back? Said Luke. Oh, sorry. I did that in a question, even though he was actually just making a statement.
Oh, right.
So he goes, so they were all friends at Hogwarts? And they bullied you and chopped your dick off to try and bring Voldemort back, said Luke. Sam looked like he was going to say something, but the boys insisted he didn't because it was likely to be stupid.
So it's like... so Sam goes, and they're like...
Sam, no. Sam, no. It's gonna be stupid.
Yeah, well, you're right. Thanks, guys. Yeah. Thanks for always keeping me accountable.
Yeah, just shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck. Just shut the fuck for a bit. You know what he said? Just shut the fuck. Okay. Yeah. Oh, no, this is Derek. You know, it's really easy to get into the Chamber of Secrets, Derek began. If you actually just listen to me for once, shut the fuck, said everybody, and Harry Potter slapped Derek on the face. Okay.
And Derek, again, does know the way in.
And he's trying to say it.
Their dormitory is in the Chamber of Secrets.
So he's already shut up, but then Harry slaps him on the face. Yes, they did, you see. I was at Hogwarts with those 4 boys, you see. Not nice boys, troublemakers, you see. And they continue to mock me even after death, you see. The chamber is locked, you see. There is only one place to get in. A way the clownish Kim Jerry places a charm because he knew it'd be impossible to open, said Ned, tears beginning to form in his eyes as his dick faced downward towards the floor as though it was frowning.
I can picture that so clearly.
Yeah, and maybe makes a little sound. How? We'll do anything, said the boys. I assume all together. Harry Potter looked fascinated and engaged in the conversation.
Oh, that's interesting. Is that because they're saying we'll do anything?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, maybe.
Anything you say.
That's disgusting.
No. No more disgusting than anything that's happened in this book, really. Well, said Nearly Dickless Ned, you see, the only way to open the chamber is by giving me a blowy and finishing me off with it.
Oh, God.
Oh,
I'm so sorry, listeners.
my God.
If this is what's going to happen in this book...
1 second earlier, we were just saying how disgusting it would be if Harry said ill or anything. Well, now we've literally had someone finishing him. Oh, God.
But that's genius from Clownish Kim Jiri, right? He's bewitched the chamber so that the only way to unlock the chamber is by making Nearly Headless Nick reach climax through an oral sex, which he knows is impossible. And that's been a plot point throughout the whole book.
Actually.
Wasn't there a chapter where Dimmy and Derek were in the Chamber of Secrets and Dimmy was just like, do you think Nearly Dickless Ned can get head?
Yeah.
That's like a recurring gag.
And Nearly Dickless Ned was trying to dip his ghost dick into
Into
every...
people's-
Yeah.
So I guess it's
I'm not... Just as my brain is kind of... I'm pretty smart with these things, so my brain's kind of skipping ahead, trying to join a few dots, and I don't like where this book's going at this point.
I think that.
You see, Clownish knew it could never be opened, so only he would be able to get in there. Because after he chopped my dick half off, he knew it could never possibly get an erection again, thereby preventing the head from ever being given and the door from ever being opened. The boys stood there, wide-eyed, simply staring at Ned, because they weren't sure if he was finished talking. You see, said Ned. The boys gasped.
So they're just
From ever being opened. You see?
what? They're just waiting with their mouths agape.
So there's some kind of enchantment in your dick, said Michael. Almost like, oh shit. Almost like your dick is a key. And maybe if you get a blowy and come out of your dick, suddenly the cum can be used to open the door to the chamber. Of course!
It's so obvious now.
I hate that. Sorry, the cum can be used to open the door. Oh God. Please, no one, I don't know. If you've
Recreate this.
just if anyone has any say over my career, just keep this quiet.
Yeah, don't tell people about this.
Oh!
Little phone calls derail things.
Yeah.
It's, let's just,
Wow, Mike just got a call that came through his phone and his laptop.
It's next level technology.
Yeah.
Man.
But you can only unlock his phone with cum. So that's why I wasn't able to do that.
It's a special
It's
charm.
a special charm. Oh, you go to the Genius Bar at Apple to get that. Okay. Harry, you've had head. Didn't you say Hermimone? Sorry. Harry, you've had head. Didn't you say Hermione gave it to you in 5th year?
Hermione. He did say that a
Yeah,
few
he
chapters
did.
ago. It's like, yeah, Hermione gave it to me in 5th year. It was awesome.
Sorry, maybe she can help us, said Rob. Like, no one... Oh, well, I don't... Well, we can't do. Harry looked taken aback. Kind of like Professor Lockhart in the Chamber of Secrets. Okay, niche reference.
Because he's been caught out as a fraud, I think.
Yes. Hermione gave me head. Yes. But don't tell her I told you that, said Harry. Well, why? She knows. You know. Why does it matter, said Luke. Well, you see, looks can be deceiving, said Harry, who did a cheesy grin. Also, she didn't give me head, okay? I made it up.
Your read of Harry is just, I think, so spot on to how I imagine it. Yeah, I mean, looks can be deceiving. Also, he didn't give me head. So I lied. I made that up.
I made it up. I just want to look cool in front of you guys. Come on, you guys are the coolest kids at this school. You're always doing stuff. I thought maybe if you thought I'd had head, you'd think I was cool and I could hang out with you. Now I can see that you'd hang out with me now I can see that you'd hang out with me anyway, because you guys love me for me, and that's all I could want.
I love how Harry is so insecure. He's like,
Yeah.
I just have to impress these guys.
These
Yeah,
kids.
I've had Ed.
Yeah, I've had it. Yeah.
I've had Ed. You guys had Ed?
Yeah.
You probably have.
I have.
It's not that good. It's overrated.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I do know, but
Maybe
I don't.
Hermione's just shit at it.
Yeah, because I have had it from
Yeah,
mine.
she 5th year.
Hermione. He spelled as Hermione, which was fun. We don't love you for you. We hate you. You're useless and you've done nothing to help us this whole book, said Tom. Dimmy, you've had head. Who gave it to you? Maybe they can do it for Ned, said Derek excitedly.
Because I think in that chapter, it was the stiff conversation was the title of the chapter.
Stiff conversation. So go back and listen if you want to.
And Derek was like, have you had head? And Dimmy was like, yeah, I've had head.
Yeah.
Wait, what's head again? It was something like that, I'm pretty sure.
Well, this is a Dimmy line.
Can you give me the lead in, please?
Okay, so, Dimmy, you've had head. Who gave it to you? Maybe they can do it for Ned, said Derek excitedly.
Yeah, I've had head. Of course I have, except, all 12 of the girls who gave me head go to a different school, so there's no way we could get them here in time, said
Dimmy sheepishly. That's okay. Let's call the school. What school was it? Said Tom. Let's call this.
Beauxbaton. There's apparently,
Tom here. I go to Hogwarts.
Yeah, there's apparently like someone there that gave Dimmy head. We need someone here right now who can give a ghost head.
So maybe if you're gonna doing like an announcement over the PA, be like, if any of the girls from the school are able to give head.
Yeah. Or boys.
Or boys.
Anyone really. It doesn't specify.
Yeah.
That's okay. Let's call the school. Give me the lead in.
Let's call the school. What school was it? Said Tom.
I can't actually remember. It might have been like Hogwarts or something.
Dimmy replied, "This is Hogwarts. Maybe they go here," said Rob. They're like, yeah, okay, yeah. So, well, this is Hogwarts. Maybe they go here," said Rob.
No, they don't. Actually, unfortunately, they all died in a car accident. Oh. My dad was actually first on the scene as an emergency respondent, but he couldn't save him, said
Dimmy. All right, fine. Well, we need someone else to do it, said Luke. So they finally believe him.
Finally.
Yeah. But who? Said Michael. I know who, said Gemini. Professor Potter, you need to give head to Nearly Dickless Ned.
It's oddly poetic.
It is. It is.
And I do feel like it's been leading here.
Because Harry was the head of giving head.
But he's not.
But he was.
But it was Seamus Finnegan. Remember at the start of the book, he's like, I'm not head of giving
I know, but at one point he was. So he's got a history.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll find out. But head of giving head, that was chapter 1 of book 1.
So it's been a while for Harry.
It's a big payoff.
Harry looked aghast. I don't think...
Aghast?
It's the term's aghast. The term is aghast.
Didn't I spell it a different way? I feel like we've had this conversation before. I spelled it like aghast.
Yeah.
A gasp.
This is... Yeah. Me? He acted surprised, but his head was already moving back and forth as though he was giving head.
Oh. That kind of reminds me of like Quagmire from Family Guy. You know how he's always like...
It is like that.
Yeah. So Harry's like, me?
That's a video. Wow, that's one for the...
That's a visual moment.
Yeah, but there was a bit of audio there we could have done without. That was Mike, by the way. Just to be clear.
I'm so sorry, everyone.
No, that stays in. Yes, Professor. You're the head of giving head, said Michael. It makes perfect sense, said Gemini. Alas, said Harry, looking horny. I am
another throwback.
A deep cut to alas, meaning you're horny.
Some great throwbacks.
I am no longer the head of giving head, as Seamus Finnegan took that title from me, just like he took my girl.
What?
I don't remember that.
So Seamus, that implies Seamus shacked up with
Ginny.
With Ginny.
Nice.
Wow. As One Direction said, everybody want to steal my girl.
Oh, yeah, everyone.
But that song didn't exist yet. Yeah. Couple billion in the whole wide world.
Find another one, 'cause she belongs to me. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. No.
All right.
She belongs
to me.
Kisses like queen, her walk is so sweet, and every jaw drops when she's in those jeans.
All right.
All right. I don't exist if I don't have her. The sun doesn't shine, the world doesn't turn. All right. All right. And she knows for sure. Everybody wants to steal my girl. That was just a brief musical interlude.
That was really... Okay, anyway. Well, we loved it.
Guys, if we could prepare, it would have been way better.
It would have been
That was just off the cusp.
Yeah. And we were both trying to figure out. Anyway.
Thanks for going along with that.
Yeah, I did.
Sorry, everyone. This is what this podcast is.
And who doesn't like one day? Well, the boys looked around awkwardly. Professor, Seamus Finnegan is dead, said Michael.
This is great. All these pieces coming together.
Who told you? Oh, wait.
Because if this is your first chapter listening, and terrible time to get into the show, but of course, Mr. Charger framed Harry for murdering Mr. Charger. For murdering Professor Finnegan.
Yes, and then made Harry go and bury him.
Yes.
So, Harry, who told you? Oh, wait. I didn't know that. Oh, my God, no. Oh, I loved Seamus. Oh, what the fuck happened to him?
But it's WTF.
WTF happened to him. That's so sad. I had no idea. Surely there would have been a memo going around. I mean,
A memo.
I might need to call Pavati Patil and let her know. She'll be so upset. And it'll give me a chance to chat to her again and maybe have sex, said Harry.
It's like your friend dies and it's like, oh, I'm going to have to call one of our old...
Where was the memo?
Yeah.
I'll call... Why does he need to call Pavati?
Because she was friends with him, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. But what, WTF? Harry continues. WTF, though? Seamus is dead? Oh, my God. Seriously, I had no idea about that. How did he die? No, don't tell me.
You encapsulate this character so well. Like, I feel like that's exactly how it's written.
Well, it is, and there's a few, like, quintuple letters in a row, just for the listeners to know. Like,
oh my God.
Yeah, and lots of question marks and
yeah. The punctuation really enunciates the read.
Yeah, so there's a bit of work to do on mine. Boys knew exactly what needed to happen. Harry, you need to be the head of giving head again, sir. You need to suck Nearly Dickless Ned's dick.
It's never been that explicit.
No, it's really... Oh, God. Only you could give the mind-blowing head that he deserves. Only you can get him erect. God, what's happening to me? Only you can finish him off with a blowy that outdoes every other blowy. No one else is capable. Only you can help us open the Chamber of Secrets.
I'm wondering if Chamber of Secrets is going to be a twist.
I don't know, because you'd have to chamber a lot.
Yeah, it's missed a letter.
By opening Ned's chamber. So you've said chamber and chamber in the exact same sentence. So only you can help us open the Chamber of Secrets by opening Ned's chamber of cum and letting it gush out, said the boys.
So they're saying that in unison. All the boys just said that exact thing.
Only you can... And anyway, and we've had the sentence chamber of cum and letting it gush out.
That's a good way of putting it. Like your penis hole is sort of a chamber of cum, isn't it? Like, let's be honest. I think that's a great descriptor. Open the chamber.
Another unnecessary sound effect. That's two. That's strike
Guys,
two.
This week, send a voice message of your best sex sound effect. So maybe like a... or something similar.
Oh.
Oh, Siri.
Oh, no. No, Mike's now sending that via Siri.
Siri's just... anyway.
Mike's Siri's has sent a message of cum. Siri, send text to mum. Chamber of cum. Well, I do give good head. Just ask Dean Thomas, said Harry. Actually, forget I said that.
Oh,
no. Rob made a note.
Okay,
sorry. So Harry just said he gave head to Dean Thomas.
Well, that's what he's implying. Maybe in that threesome he lied about having.
Yeah, maybe it was in 5th year. We don't know. Rob made a note not to forget that Harry said that. Okay, here we go.
I said that. I'm going to do the opposite and put it on record that you said that.
Okay, sorry. A second robotic version of Harry Potter walks in. So a robot of Harry Potter walks in. Here we go. In robot voice.
It says in robot voice. It's a stage direction.
Okay. Hello, Harry. This is your assistant, Robo Harry. Just a reminder that you need to do your hourly reminder that Derek is a disgrace to all wizards. Oh, of course, said Harry. putting his wand to his mouth. Just a reminder that Derek is a disgrace to all lizards. Wizards.
What is
Wizards. Whoops. Thanks, Robo Harry, said Harry. There's a giant, like, robot butler that looks like Harry. That is. Reminds me, in like Richie Rich, I feel like there was a robot butler.
That was a great movie with Macaulay Culkin.
Oh, yeah.
What
happened to that guy? No.
What do you reckon Macaulay's best movie was? Was it Home Alone, Richie Rich, or Home Alone 2, Lost in New York? Because we are coming up to Christmas, so they might get a rerun.
I actually much preferred Richie Rich.
Really?
There was much more cool stuff going on.
I just think for me, I could never get past the fact that two very rich people who happen to have the surname Rich would then call their son Richie or Richard. Just kind of couldn't suspend the disbelief of that.
But they had a Macca's in their house.
That was, and the roller coaster, right? Or was that Michael Jackson?
No, both. But one, although I guess Macaulay Culkin was in both of those.
That is true. Wait,
Sorry. I mean, not in.
Yeah, I'm like, am I conflating Macaulay Culkin having a roller coaster in his house in Richie Rich with Macaulay Culkin being associated with Michael Jackson?
Well, he also, I think, had a roller coaster in his house.
Did he have a McDonald's in his house?
Probably not.
I think he had a steam train set, but I don't know if he had a roller coaster.
I do remember some weird thing of him like going around in a train inside his house.
Yeah, that's from South Park. There's an episode of South Park, and he's like, "Would you like to ride the train with me, Shikamona? A magical, joyful adventure." I'll put the audio in.
Please don't. No.
Okay. Take it or leave it. Okay, so
I'll
Robo
continue.
Harry is
Robo
our newest
Harry.
character.
The boys sighed. Michael face-palmed himself. Rob put his fingers over his eyes. Tom tried to kill himself. Unsuccessful.
Oh, that's not good.
That's not
Sorry, guys.
Well, he's unsuccessfully. Harry.
So is this them being like, wow, this is just too much?
Yeah,
like,
I think it
what
is.
is going on?
Harry looked at the cameras, did a thumbs up and a cheesy smile and said, "We'll be right back after these short messages." then started acting out a commercial for Vegemite.
Oh, no.
And then that's the end of the chapter. We'll be right back with these short messages.
Because
We're happy little Vegemite as bright can be.
We all adore our Vegemite for breakfast, lunch and tea.
Well, Mummy says we're growing stronger every single week because we love our Vegemite. We all adore our Vegemite. It puts the rose in every cheek.
Now, if you're not from Australia, Vegemite is... Sorry, we'll talk the chapter in a sec, but with Vegemite...
Yeah.
Because, you know, like, it's a very hotly contested flavour. It's a strong, salty flavour.
Yes.
I always say it's kind of like... It kind of reminds me of beer. Like, it's the same ingredients as beer.
It is like I've imagined it's the, like, yeasty sediment from the bottom of a beer barrel scraped up and churned into something you spread on toast.
Yeah, so two questions here.
I'm not sure if that's true.
One,
I think it is.
I always see Americans, like, they get Vegemite. Because do you like Vegemite?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Americans always, they get Vegemite when they're in Australia to try it. They get a huge teaspoonful and just put it in their mouth.
That's wrong.
Not how you do it.
Yeah.
The idea of Vegemite, correct me if I'm wrong.
I will.
So
I often do.
You get a piece of toast. You spread a bit of butter. You spread butter on it. And then you spread a little bit of scraping of Vegemite throughout. So it's like buttered toast.
Yep.
But with the nice little salty edge of the Vegemite tampered throughout.
And I would say, the butter is a must, and that stays at a constant level.
Yes.
I would say that you build up, if your first Vegemite experience, you
Build it up.
Yeah, just have a little, you just dip it in.
Don't go all in. And to anyone who goes Vegemite raw, just Vegemite.
Raw dog and Vegemite?
If you're raw dogging your Vegemite, or if you're doing Vegemite
Crazy.
on toast sans butter, you're a psycho. I'm sorry. There's no other way of putting it.
Yeah, let us know, I guess, if you don't use butter on it. But I think I might have done that before, but it's not good.
It would have been desperate.
Yeah, but I've worked my way up to quite a lot of Vegemite.
Yeah, and that's what you do. Yeah. I think, and I'm just going to put it out there to all Australians, right? There is a magic of when you get just a good chunk of toast with a really nice blend of butter and Vegemite. It feels like magic in your mouth.
It really does.
And that's what Vegemite is all about.
And I guess now's a good time to bring up the sponsor of the show.
it's Kraft Vegemite.
So it's Marmite. Yeah. No, I actually used to be a Promite guy as a kid. Promite.
What's Promite? Is that like the Aldi Vegemite?
I feel like it's the England-made one.
Because that's the thing. In England, they do have essentially Vegemite, but it's just not Vegemite.
It was just, and it's like a bit sweeter somehow.
Oh.
Anyway, but now I'm onto the real shit.
End of the chapter, I believe.
Yeah.
And ironically, we've done an ad for Vegemite, essentially, just as Harry said we would.
So Harry acted that out. Okay, well, are we getting somewhere? Maybe.
Do you want to look at the next chapter?
Oh, okay.
Scroll down.
I love that Harry has a robot assistant that looks like him.
When did this happen?
Wizards. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Do we tell?
I don't know. Do we tell people what the next?
I reckon we should,
Okay.
because I will say next week will be the final ep for the year. It's not the end of the book, but
No.
we'll be taking a few weeks off. I'll still be doing some content over summer about Harry Potter, just to keep you guys. Sam will be getting as far away as possible from this podcast, but
I love it. I actually love it.
yeah, next week will be the year finale, not the book finale, and we'll be back towards the end of January. With the regular programming before our live show.
But get excited for the last episode of this year.
Not season.
This is why Mike does all the talking.
The books are the seasons, but the years are years.
So, well, hey, I've never thought it like that. Yeah. The years are years. So chapter 34, the next chapter, which will be next week, chapter 34 is called The Head of Giving Head.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I can't wait.
So Harry might be back.
You never know.
He might be back.
He might win it back. Huge for the pod.
Yeah.
Sam. Wow.
Yeah, I feel like you didn't have anything to say.
Yeah, what do you reckon?
Yeah, I feel like they are going to get down to that chamber, but I guess I reckon we are going to witness some ghost getting head. I think that is what's going to happen.
Glow job. A bit of a glow job.
Yeah.
Glow.
And it's going to be a GHLOW. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
glow. Yeah.
Glow job.
So I'm not looking forward to it, but I will read it.
I was going to say, are you happy to be here next week and read out a chapter that will likely contain a descriptive rendition of Harry Potter, beloved children's fantasy book character, giving oral sex to a ghost?
Happy isn't quite the right word to use there.
Comfortable?
Still no. No, still no. I would say I'm a bit like Bruce Willis's character in Die Hard, John McClane, in all the Die Hards, because he's the reluctant hero.
Yeah, right.
I don't want to do it, but someone's got to. If I don't do it, who will?
I thought you were going to say you're like Bruce Willis in what's the movie where he was dead the whole time?
I was dead, yeah.
Just in relation, yeah, he was a ghost the whole time.
Guys, and on the last chapter of this year, I'm going to reveal to Mike that I am dead. And like you all know, you watch these videos and it's just Mike and no one else. And he just sees this other guy.
To myself.
Yeah.
This has been really cool. And are your tickets on sale for Comedy Fest?
Oh, not quite. Hopefully they'll come out maybe by next week.
Yeah, so come to the HP and the B live show, see Sam there, then come back to his Comedy Fest show. Yeah. That'd be awesome. And
they will be like months apart, so you can definitely come to both.
Yeah, it's not the same night. Sam just wraps up and then runs down to Campari House to do another one.
That's where it'll be.
That'd be awesome. I'll be at a bunch of those, hopefully. Yep. And I think HPATB Pod TikTok and Instagram clips. Also, my YouTube channel, I put up short clips from this show, Radio Mike. Subscribe there and support us. Send in an owl. Would love to get some owls this week to do another owl post. And Sam, any final plugs?
Not really, because I've got to. Oh, well, I'll just plug Vegemite as well.
Yeah, Vegemite's good.
I've got to go Chang.
Oh, sorry. Sam has to go. All right, see you, Sam. Goodbye, amores. Don't ever fucking embarrass me like that again on the podcast.
Sorry, Mike. Selena Gomez. Selena Gomez, that's it.
That's the end of the episode. If you want to hear more from me this week, just head over to the 20th Century Boy feed and check out that podcast. Plus, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Radio Mike, to see short clips from all of my podcasts and content. There's a bunch of pop culture takes and other exciting stuff there that I didn't write this before I started saying it. Just go subscribe to my YouTube channel. Are there any other podcasts that do post-roll ads that are just like, yeah, I'm just making this up as I go? Sorry, guys. But seriously, I'd love for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram and everything like that. This is more of a casual ad. This is just more of a casual ad, guys. How you going? Anyway, that's it. Go check it all out. See ya. This podcast was a Radio Mike original production. Head to radiomike.com.au to check out all our other content, stay up to date at radio.mike on Instagram, and get in touch, radiomikepod@gmail.com.